College's website first went live in 1997. 13 years and 6 versions later, the school launched its new 2010 design at the beginning of this spring semester.
I can share with you some of the complaints of the old website.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
And most of them were from a content editing standpoint. It was very hard to put media into the old site. Adding video content was difficult. It was very hard to get dynamic content into the old site.
Nevertheless, not all students have found the website particularly easy to use.
I generally don't think that the new website is easy to use. I feel like the website is rather complicated.
It would be easier if the links actually led to what they said they were going to.
I find that the site is pretty easy to use, although it takes one extra click to get to your email. So that's kind of a big deal.
Everything I've wanted to find has led me to one of those have not found pages.
Covered in snow.
It's covered in snow, which is funny the first 10 times and then frustrating the next 15.
As it turns out, the administration had significant motives for initiating this project when they did.
The software that ran the old site is Microsoft Content Management System. Microsoft dropped support for that software. So that was one of the reasons. Eventually, there's going to come a point where something could happen and we wouldn't be able to fix it. And we'd call up Microsoft and say, we don't support that. So had to move on to a new platform.
Throughout the design process, Middlebury relied heavily on community input and feedback. It was largely comments from the faculty and students that created the aesthetic we see today.
The general look of the website is, I would say, is pretty aesthetically pleasing. There are more pictures on the front, and I'm visually inclined, so I appreciate that aspect. Also, I think the way they present just snippets of information, it's interesting.
Originally I didn't like it. I thought it looked like a crayon box, but I've been looking at it for a while, and I mean, it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't really have an effect on me. It's like pretty.
It's striped, it's blue, it features complicated Drupal code. The new website is surely a change.
There's a downtime in which people are adjusting and learning how to use the new website, and I feel like maybe that hasn't happened for a lot of people yet. So it's alright, but I think people will learn how to use it better actually.
For me, I'm looking forward to see how people use the website come September when we start the new academic year.